Hey, what's up? It's Ace again. I decided to make a second video before I work out, just for the hell of it. I kind of feel like talking. I haven't done a lot of talking today. In fact, I've pretty much gone the entire day without saying a word. It's kind of weird. But let's hop right into it. So this is about my experience with the massage parlors, and I'm not talking about the massage parlors at spas that your mom might go to. I'm talking about some underground massage parlors like you can find on Craigslist and Backpage. So this happened to me when I was in college at an unspecified point in time. So one day, my buddy, he went to a massage parlor over the weekend, and he sees me a few days later at the cafeteria. He's like, "Yo, Ace, I gotta tell you, I did the craziest shit this weekend." I was like, "What's up?" He's like, "I went to one of those massage parlors, the massage parlors." And I was like, "Really? How was it?" He's like, "Man, it was a bomb. Like, I had this bad bitch named Ling Ling. She hopped up on my dick, started sucking it and all this shit. She massaged my back, and I busted a good nut. And I'd always heard about happy endings and all this stuff, but that was a surprise to me. I'm like, wait, so she really sucked your dick? He was like, yeah, she sucked it good too. Like, she had her tongue wrapped all around it and shit. I was like, oh shit. And I was like, all right, I gotta go, man. So he's like, don't worry, I'll show you where to go next weekend, and we'll go together, and this will be a bonding experience in between the two of us. I was like, all right, cool. So the next Saturday, we go there, and obviously this was before I was, taking Saturday seriously. So don't hit me up like, oh yeah, I thought you were keeping Saturday holy. You go to massage parlor to get your dick sucked. Well, this was before that, all right. So we go to the massage parlor, and it was in like a strip plaza. It was weird. Like right here, there's a freaking beauty salon. Right next to that, there's like a GNC, and then right next to that, it says Thai massage. But you couldn't open the door. You had to knock on it. So I knock on the door, and then they look through a little slot that you get mail in, and then they said, all right, it's open. So I opened the door, and I just beheld this beautiful Asian goddess like standing right before me. Like, I'd always gone on Backpage and seen the ads for these massage parlors, but I always thought that they were fake. Because the girls that they show, they're like models, and the pictures are obviously edited. The pictures are obviously taken in a studio. So when you see all those ads like that, you think to yourself, well, when you get there, the girl's not actually gonna look like that. But this chick actually looked like that. Like, this woman was maybe like 5'3", but she had a gorgeous face with like that nice tan to it. She was wearing like this black one-piece dress where like it was open in the center, but it had like little like strings of fabric there. But you could see her big ass titties all squished up together, and her arms was I think her arms out the sleeves, like there was no, it was sleeveless, and her ass was just poking out the back of it. I'm like, oh shit, like it's about to be on. So I was like, yo, bro, you gotta let me go first because you already did this last week. I need to get the first dibs. And plus, what I was thinking was, I really didn't. I don't care how fine she is. Like, I'm not gonna get my dick sucked. I wasn't gonna let her suck my dick immediately after sucking my boy's dick. Like, that's just cross contamination. So she's like, all right this way. She takes me to this little. It wasn't a cubicle, but imagine something like that, but created by like separations in the wall. So she takes me there. She opens the curtain, and there's like this little bed and like candles lit and shit. And she's like, all right, take off all your clothes and lay down. I'll be back in a minute. I was like, all right, word. So I lay down after I take off my clothes and shit. And maybe like 2 or 3 minutes later, and keep in mind, I'm kind of nervous because even though I knew I was about to get my dick sucked and that this was about to feel really good, that was the first time I'd ever been in a situation like that where a woman I didn't even know was getting ready to suck my dick. Usually when that happens, every time that's happened before and after that, it's been with a woman that I've fucked with. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's foreplay and there was something in between us. She didn't just suck my dick. The first minute I met her. But anyway, so I'm sitting there like, I wonder what this is gonna be like. She opens the curtain, and like immediately gets to work. Like she hops on top of me, fucking straddles me for a minute, and then just starts sucking my dick, like just going hard. Like she did it like it was her job, and obviously it was her job, but I mean she was doing it like she wanted a fucking raise. Like she had my shit and she was going like deep, like she was fucking deep throating that bitch like she had her tongue wrapped all around it and shit. Like it's like, oh man, that was some good ass head. But like I, you know, my tolerance was pretty high, so she sucked my dick for like 30 minutes, and I still didn't bust a nut. Like, and I could tell she expected me to have nutted by then because she's like, this usually don't last this long. And I was like, well, you're in for a treat today, honey, because you know I'm gonna be here for a minute. Like, I have tolerance to that type of shit. Like, even if a girl, just because a girl sucking my dick or gives me a hand job, that doesn't mean I'm gonna bust a nut. Like, I've got control over that. And like, I have to be willing to do it, and I was not willing to do it that quick. I was gonna enjoy that shit. So after she sucked my dick for about 30 minutes, she starts giving me like this vicious motherfucking hand job. Like, she gets baby oil and like Vaseline and shit and just lubes up my dick and just starts fucking like two hands like fucking shake weighting that bitch. And then sometimes she take it slow. And at this point, she's just talking to me about shit. Like it was the strangest thing ever. Like, I'm just laying back with her giving me this hand job, and she's just like, "So, what do you think about the news?" You know, like, who are you voting for this election? Blah 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 blah. And I'm just sitting there answering the questions. I was like, yeah, the other day they had the Powerball, you know, the 1.5 billion. I bought 10 tickets and I still didn't win. And, you know, I was telling her how pretty she was and all this shit. She was saying that some dudes down the street wanted to strip for their strip club. I was like, yeah, you should definitely do that because you got the body for it. And so she gave me a hand job. And like I said, she was already going pretty fast and, you know, putting in the work to like really get me to bust. But after she was going at it for like 30 minutes, she's like, why won't you nut? You know, she had an accent, so she's like, why won't you nut? Why won't you come? And I was like, I'm sorry, ma'am. You know, this isn't enough. And she's like, oh yeah, bullshit. So she starts going like hella fast. Like, if she was already going this fast, she'd go fucking like that fucking fast. And you know, like, it didn't matter how lubed up my dick was. Like, that was too much friction, and it was starting to burn. So I was like, yo, so you gotta slow down a little bit, be a little more tender. You know, I need some TLC. And so she slows down, but she started like she started to work her fingers more. You know, she started to maneuver it a little bit more so I could, you know, be more, it would cause more sensations. But, you know, still, I made up in my mind that I wasn't going to bust a nut yet. But then after she started really putting in work, and like she just started saying, come, and like really beating it really hard, I was like, all right, I'll give this woman what she wants, because I could tell she was looking like dead at it. So I was like, let me see if I can bust it in her face. So that's what I did. Like, I was like, because I could choose to bust right now. So as she was like, come, I was just like, I closed my eyes and just imagined that she would, like, I already had her saying that, so I could hear that, but I imagined myself like just railing the fuck out of her while she was saying that, like she was moaning, come. So by imagine that for maybe like 10 seconds, I busted, and that shit, like that was like the first nut that I had busted in like 3 months. So that shit like shot, like it said right up in her face. And she started laughing. She wiped that shit off. And she was like, all right. She said, okay, I'll be back. And then she was going to go take care of my friend. So I get dressed and, you know, I clean myself up. And then she goes and does my friend. And it was just funny to me that I could hear them. I could hear her fucking beating his dick. That's how hard she was doing it. And I could feel her slurping if I really listened, because it was really quiet in there. And it was just so nasty to me that he was getting his dick sucked by a chick who just sucked my dick. Like, that was just beyond me, but I thought it was funny. It was a good day. You know, it really took off the stress of that week. And after that, we left and we went and got some food, and then we went back to campus, and that was that. That's the last time I've been to one, but I'm definitely open to going to more. It's just I gotta find the time, you know. And I also have to be motivated. Actually, I don't plan on going to more. Let me scratch that. Let me stop saying that because I'm trying to be a new person. I'm trying to stop all this lust after women and all this sexual immorality. I truly am. So I don't intend to go to another massage parlor. But I'm just telling all you guys out there who thought about it that it's a good investment if you got money to blow. Now, this shit wasn't cheap. I'm not. And you call me a simp, but I'm telling you how it is. I paid $100 for that. I paid $100 to get my dick sucked and to get a hand job. You know, take it or leave it. But I'm just here to tell you that if you don't have women in your life at any given point in time, but you really want to bust a nut, but you don't want to just jack off, you want like an actual woman to do this for you. The shit, go to a massage parlor. You'll definitely have a bad bitch doing it. I'll tell you that. You know, that's about it. But there's one more part of the story. So I was telling this other guy about it, and he was like, "Aren't you afraid that you might be catching an STD or something?" And you know, that's the first time I thought about that. Like, I really thought, I was like, "Shit, this woman's probably sucked so many dicks. Like, what if I caught something from this chick?" And then but I was like, "Man, nah, that happened like weeks ago. Like, nothing's popped up." And he's like, "Well, some STDs could take up to like 90 days for they show, or 9 months or something like that." And I was like, "Oh shit!" But then the 9 months passed, and you know, I'm still here. So I'm fortunate enough to not have caught anything from doing that. Because as fine as that woman was, I know she was a hoe, and I wasn't the first or the last dick that she sucks, and I know that for a fact. So, you know, be careful when you're doing shit like that. Really, be careful. By all means, pursue a woman you would actually date first before doing that. I'm just telling you, if you're thirsty as crap one night and you're like, I've just gotta get it, then yeah, it's a good option.